you know,
Yeah, that happens.
the deep dive personal stuff.
The medications seem to increase as I increase in age, unfortunately.
And the importance of the side effects, oh my God, we've already started.
Streaming.
Okay, we are live. Welcome everybody to Epic Sketch Time. Epic Sketch Time is a weekly online drawing group that started some 7 or 8 years ago, back when Google Hangouts was still a thing. My name is Mark Monlux. I live in Tacoma, Washington, and I'll be your host this week. And I plan on working on a poster and on my computer, and also working on my tablet because one of my clients wants me to do some stick figures. So it's, but I can't, oh, wait a minute, I can't talk or show his stuff because it's a NDA. Yeah. So I guess I got other things I can work on this hour besides that. Bill, you're up first. Why don't you tell people who you are, where you are, and what you're going to be working on today?
Hi, my name's Bill Morse. I'm a cartoonist and illustrator working out of Seattle, Washington. And today I also do a webcomic called Rhapsodies, which you can see at rhapsodies.wpmorse.com. And today I'm going to be inking some of those strips, and maybe if I finish, start doing brainstorming for my upcoming Christmas story, of which I've already done some concept art for.
And Nancy, what are you going to be working on today? Oh, why don't you tell us where you are and such?
Of course, yeah. So I'm from Kentucky, and I think today I'm going to work on a bit of calligraphy.
Oh, nice. I used to do a fair amount of calligraphy. What type of nibs are you working with today?
Actually, I'm just starting out with, I have some new workbooks that I'm working out of, and I'm just using a Sharpie roller pen. So we'll just start there.
Nice.
Now I'm going to hold something up to the screen.
You have it upside down.
Oh, well, let's try this. So if you guys have your phones, anyone watching this can, hopefully that's not doing too much of a shine. Hey, Bill, will you do a test and hold up your phone and see if this registers?
Okay.
It does. It takes me to your link, tr.ee.
Yeah, my link tree. So Linktree is a link that puts up all your various social medias, and also there's a new, so that people, I have this at my shows now instead of business cards.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because you always have those people that just want to pick up anything free on your table, and the next thing you know, you're out of business cards, and then you have some guy who's really a person you want to give a business card to. So I reserve my business cards for someone that looks like he's over 30 and can possibly give me work, and not some, teenager.
Another thought would be to put your QR code on your business card. Another thing that I saw that was really cool, and I'll send you guys the links. I took a LinkedIn class maybe a year or so ago, and there is a little video program within the LinkedIn program, and it will put a little video of you. So when they click on your electronic business card, it can take them through almost like a little mini PowerPoint presentation. It's really, really cool.
And we have Roger coming in.
Roger Dodger.
Well, speak of the devil, Roger. Now, Roger typically doesn't speak. He just draws. But Roger, if you can spare a moment, tell us where you're located and what you're going to be working on today.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm here in Spokane, Washington, working on watercolor. Thanks.
Thank you, Roger. And so Nancy, yes, a matter of fact, this is a backer card that I'm getting some enamel pins produced, and the enamel pin will be mounted here. And on the back of the backer card, there's my business card and there's my QR code for the link tree. So yeah, I thought that's a great idea to put a QR code on so that people, rather than saying, okay, here's my website, here's my my link, not my LinkedIn, my Facebook, my Twitter, what have you. You're probably pouring through my LinkedIn, and Bill went ahead and posted his link tree as well. I have so many social media accounts, and I don't update all of them as much as I should. But in there, I have my online store. I also have a place where people can sign up for my newsletter. So I've been saving a bunch of expense on cards by doing that, and my Instagram following has gone up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was also encouraging people that sometimes I would give them a sticker if they followed me on Instagram. That's when I just wanted to get rid of some stickers.
Oh, that's something I have to look forward to. Apparently, my latest Sticker Mule sticker is coming tomorrow.
Well, Sticker Mule is doing an offer. This week's offer is I did the Sticker Mule thing for the die cuts, and I did an unboxing yesterday. So these are what came then. These are little Tarman stickers. I'd completely run out of them at the last show. And let me show you. This week's offer is die
Circle,
cut
aren't they?
hologram.
Oh,
Hologram stickers. But let's go. I have a picture on my phone I can show. So this is going to be my hologram sticker. The teeth and the eye and the outside edge are the reflective hologram. This was going to be my next die cut sticker, but I had to use it for the Torment. And I just thought, oh, this is just a funny image in my wheelhouse. I'll just put it out there. It's part of a large print. And I thought, okay, I can make hologram stickers are 30 bucks for 50 rather than 25 bucks for 50. And I figured, this will work.
for anybody.
Go ahead, Bill. Yes, I'd like
Yeah,
to see.
for anybody who's interested, this is the sticker that I'm going to be have for tomorrow.
Now, that's when you were doing fashionista lizards?
Yes. This is glam. This one is Glam Rock Skink.
So, yeah, my sticker was supposed. You must have ordered your stickers like the on the second day rather than the first day they were available.
I ordered them actually on the last day they were available.
On the last day, yeah. So this is what Sticker Mule does: is every week they usually offer something different. They do a variety of items. The week before the die cut stickers, it was T-shirts. Now, one of my friends took up the T-shirt offer to see what it was like, and he was not happy. he thought the t-shirt was too thin. He didn't like the sizing of it. And already the ink was flaking off of it. So he does not recommend their t-shirts. But hey, if you want to do a one knockoff novelty t-shirt really cheap, I suppose you can do it. For my t-shirts in the past, I've used Cafe Press. I haven't used Redbubble yet, though I do most of my products on Redbubble. And I had some people asking me to put some of my t-shirts, some of my prints, my movie poster artwork. They said, please put those on t-shirts on your Redbubble account and let us know about them. So I'm going to do that. That'll be one of my projects over the weekend.
Yeah. I actually got a t-shirt sale on Redbubble today.
Awesome. What was the design?
It was the Ninja Kitty one.
Can you pull it up for us?
I'm not,
or
second.
Do a screen share of your Redbubble account?
Oh, sure. I'm not
I'm going to go ahead and, whoop, that's the wrong button. There we go. I'll go ahead and make it so that you can share multiple participants. There we go. I also spent some time updating my, not my Redbubble, but my Etsy account. So now you can go to my, oh, geez, I have to check my link tree. Do I have Etsy on my link tree? I swear to God, I have too many things.
I don't see it. I see Flickr, Tumblr. Oh,
Okay,
you forgot him.
I need to put it in there right underneath my store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, anyway, here's the Ninja Cat.
Ah!
Oh, that's so cute. Master of stealth.
So I'm imagining that's on a white t-shirt then?
Yeah. I believe I did this for a character design challenge.
Now that's an online group.
Yeah, they have a Facebook page and a very good reference page on Pinterest here.
Yes, show us the Facebook page if you can. And so they do a character challenge once a month, or is it every week?
Once a month.
So a dog adventure is this month's theme.
No, I think they were still, I'm not sure. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. I'm on the right place. So theme of them. Right, dog adventurer. They just finished fusion animals.
Oh, where you fuse one animal with another?
Yeah. And anyway, here's the Facebook page, and here's the Facebook group.
Now, do they post the images on the Facebook group as well and show them
on
off?
the Facebook group and on their Tumblr page account? And the thing I like best about, oh, come on. The thing I like best about them is the visual library. I said the
And this is a no fee participation thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's
is it curated at all, or?
I think there's a little bit. I might have, I suspect I got kicked out of it by accidentally posting the wrong thing on it at one point. But yeah, I mean, and and we're talking about this huge variety of international professionals. So the level, it's always, what I liked about it is you don't go in expecting to win. You expect to go in and not embarrass yourself. But anyway, this is what I like the best about them is this character is pretty much, they used Pinterest to create one of the most extensive photo reference pages around.
Nice. So you should definitely follow them on Pinterest.
Yes, very much so. Though
Yep.
this page on their web page is a directory, which makes it easier to find your way around it.
Mm.
But I mean, everything from poses to tutorials, you name it.
So let's say if I wanted to draw a, what are the odds that they have kitchen appliances?
That they probably don't have a specific thing, but that is probably under props at the moment. So for example,
Or yeah, check to see if they have props or kitchen.
okay,
Props and furniture. Okay.
so props and furniture, and kitchens is probably still under, come on, go away, screen share. That is probably still under interiors. Okay. Come on. So props, food, machinery. And where is that? Layouts, interiors.
Because I thought, I'll throw out something hyper specific in there.
Okay, it's as I
Layouts
said,
for interiors, that they've got to have a kitchen in there somewhere.
probably several. Oh, there's
There
one.
we go. There we go. Layout for a kitchen.
But they sort of start, how many subgroups they have depends on just how many references they get. Restaurant, den, hallway, living room, drawing office. Oh, no. Okay, there's another kitchen, and there's another kitchen. Bar.
Yeah,
shop.
I like the bar.
Spaceship. Okay.
Oh, thank you for showing us that, Bill. That's an excellent reference.
And here's another one, but I'll.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's the perfect kitchen reference. And so
anyway,
that was a group called Character Design.
Yeah, it started out as the Character Design Challenge, which, as I said, is on Facebook and Tumblr. And here is the link to the library, which is, for me, the main reason to use them. And the challenges are great. I used to try and do it. The only time I got frustrated with them was occasionally when they were doing individual series. So, for example, they did a Game of Thrones challenge at one point, and almost half of them were Peter Dinklage caricatures. And I'm going, not to put down Mr. Dinklage, but if you're going to do a design for Tyrion, get it from the book.
Oh, so here I am on Facebook and I'm trying to look and I typed in character design challenge and I found the big one that has, 280,000 members,
Right.
averaging about 10 posts a day. It looks like that 68 friends of mine are also members. Then there's a private group that has 60,000 members called Character Design Challenge, but that's private. And then there's another one called Character Design Rush, which has 20,000 members. And the aim of that one is to knock out a topic in no more than 30 minutes.
Nice.
So I'm kind of curious about that. I love no, cancel that one. Want to think I'll take a few moments to join a couple of these. In Washington State, we have mail-in ballots. So I sent in my ballot weeks ago. Oh, and there's one called the Daily Character Design. And it's got 1.8 thousand. So there's a lot of exercise groups out there. And the character design, there's a lot of people posting a lot of their Inktober stuff. Go back and so a quick report to everybody here. Last weekend, I did the Washington State Toy Fair. And the Toy Fair is a 2-day event. It's literally across over the hill from me in Puyallup, Tacoma and Puyallup. The Puyallup Fairgrounds is very close by. I'm fast friends with the guy who runs this show. I've been with him since his very first show, which was about 7 years ago. And that show would then go on to become the Washington Summer Con after several name changes. And the Washington State Summer Con, or just Summer Con as it's called now, is one next to Emerald City, is the largest convention in Washington State as far as pop culture and stuff goes. He has a huge, I mean, it's just phenomenally big. It's what Emerald City Comic Con used to be about 7 years ago, smaller in size and more artist friendly. But the Toy Fair is really oriented to people who like to find their new and vintage toys. And I would say that about 20% of the merchandise there was Funko Pops. If you wanted that rare Funko Pop, you could have probably found it at this toy show. But what I was really interested in was the people who brought in their older collection and what people were finding and walking away with for, real great deals. I have a friend named Mark Brill, and he's a big fan of the old TV show Dinosaurs, which was the Jim Henson one, yes, with the sitcom Family of Dinosaurs.
Right.
And he had all of the figurines for that show, except for 2 of them. I think the mother and the baby. He was missing those 2. But he was able to find those. I saw one of the figures at the and I told him about it. I said, hey, you got to go over to this booth. There was one of those figures. He went there, bought that one, and found out that the guy had the other figure at home. So he was able to get it from him later on. What he does, what Steve does at this show is he charges more for people who come in early. So it's $12 for the first hour, and then it goes down to $10 during the second hour. But people will line up for that first hour to get in because they want to get, there's, that Sculler and Mulder Barbie set for the X-Files before anyone else can grab it.
Oh yeah, I mean, with a lot of those hardcore collectors, antiquers, etc., it's a horse race.
And so Saturday, especially the morning, was boom, right on, off the bat. And then as you go on further in the day, by anything past 1 o'clock, it's only $5 to get in. And he does that so that the families can come in and stuff. But he doesn't want the families in there earlier, which is, he maintains a constant stream throughout the day. Now, it wasn't as good as some of my other shows I've done, but I get my table there for 50% because I'm involved with SummerCon. And then in this particular thing, you bring in your own tables and chairs, or you can rent the tables and chairs. And we're talking like $20 for a table. And like $10 for a chair. But if you bring your own, then you don't have to pay that. Now, I brought a table and a chair, but I ended up loaning my table to another person because the tables that they had there were 8-foot tables, and my table was only 6 foot, and it was a 10 by 10 space, and I really wanted to max out that size. So I splurged and spent a whole $20 on a table. That same weekend, there were 2 other shows competing with this show, and one of them was located in Seattle, and it's called Short Run. Short Run is for people who do zines and their own comics. And while I've published my own book, one year I didn't get into Short Run because my book looked too professional, because I had it, it wasn't stapled together. It was a nice bound book that I had done. But I think they've found that people can now really produce a quality product, even if it's going to be a short run. And I think I might try to get into Short Run next year, because I was told it was a zoo this year.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you went, Bill.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show. It was pretty cool. I ran into about 4 people I hadn't talked to face since lockdown within the first 5 minutes. Roberta Gregory, Pat Moriarty, and a few others.
Did Donna Barr show up? Or
no, not as far as I know. She wasn't there, and if she was, she would have been with Roberta, I'm sure. But Donna's pretty choosy about what she comes over here for.
Well, I know that that Roberta is in a state of flux right now, and she was coming into Seattle to say hi to friends.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you were able to meet up and see her. And
yeah,
Pat Moriarty, I run into him either at Cartoonist Northwest meetings or a few times in other public settings. So tell me, how tight? I was told that the traffic in the aisles was very tight, and that the only way you could get to some tables was by elbowing your way in to look at things.
I don't think it was that bad. I mean, just a second. This is a.
So I have one more show.
Sorry.
Go ahead. What were you going to say, Bill?
I was I was saying, here's a little taste of what it was like.
Nice.
So not crushing crowds, but just enough that I was glad I was wearing my extra strength mask crowds.
Now, tell me, I don't see any retractable banners. Were banners and backdrops not allowed? Was it only strictly a tabletop show?
I
Because
sorry.
I see absolutely no retractable banners or anything, except maybe up along the one wall in that one.
But that's the sign for the show itself.
Oh, I mean farther down.
Oh, right. Yeah, the posters on the walls.
Yeah, are those actual posters on the walls, or were those retractable banners?
I'm not sure.
But I'm seeing a higher ratio of people wearing masks there than I was at the. I would say there was about 15% of the people were wearing masks at the toy fair, but there was a lot of space between the aisles. And
yeah, I mean, I don't know how strict they were being about it, but they were asking everybody if they were vaccinated and everything. So
now, was this a mask required event?
Because I was wearing my mask, I didn't even check. So
Because I'm looking around and everybody I see looks like everyone is wearing a mask.
I'm sure it was. I just didn't see a sign for it.
The toy fair was a mask optional event.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of my friends who have been doing shows have been wearing masks. Like Eli Wolf has been doing a lot of little weekend shows, a lot of them. I mean, he finds shows I've barely even heard about, and he's been constantly wearing his mask because he doesn't want to get con crud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at the very least, it's caused good habits amongst a lot of us. Because even if it's merely a nuisance, who wants to get con crud? And for that matter, I find it useful the one thing I find good about habitually having your mask on you at all times is you occasionally find yourself working in a spot where there's a lot of dust and you're ready for it.
So I'm going to do a quick screen share. Screen. It's having me download a plugin. It does that occasionally. So this is a quick example of the lettering at the top is a note to myself. So you can just ignore that. So I bought this photograph backdrop, and what I've done is I laminated a bunch of 11 by 17 prints, and then I taped the laminations together so that they accordion fold. And then I take the accordion fold and just slide it into my, I have a lawyer's briefcase that's got a wheel and a wonderful little handle on it. Anyway, I put that in there along with all my other prints. And so that stores away nicely. And the top is got some hole punches with some rings, and that slides onto the bar, and these hang down in strips. And that makes for a pretty good backdrop. And sometimes I will, if I've got more than 6 feet, if I've got 10 feet out to here, I'll extend out the board and hang my t-shirt designs off either side. And so that's what I was doing at this show. And I also have these, there are these great wire crates you can get. And what they are, these wire panels with little connectors, and you can pop these together within minutes to create a nice tall display. And then you can hang your merchandise, whatever that might be, on the surface here, like brands, or I'll put my QR code on here. So I have a spot where I put my my binder so that people can get a close-up look of what's on the backdrop. And then I have an area for my cards, and I have an area for my stickers, and an area for some of the games I made. And then I put my books and my other pin displays up here. Speaking of my pins, I'm going to go ahead and, I want to show you one other thing while I'm in here. I'm working on can't forget that I'm doing a caricature project for a client. So that's one of my, it's a couple caricature. And he wants to have a pen and ink one done, but I'm doing my preliminary layout inside Procreate. And hopefully I'll send that to him to get some approval, and then tell him, okay, I'm going to do the final art. And what I'll do is I'll print this off and then do a little bit of carbon rubbing to get the placement down. I ran into this guy years ago, and he's hired me to do little quick portrait projects for his family. He just likes my artwork. So I'm going to stop that. And my pins have all been approved.
Nice.
And I think I could wonder if I could show the photos of that on my phone. See if I can first locate my pins. There we go. Okay, I'll try doing this to my phone now. Share screen. Share. And how do I share the screen on my phone? I figured this out
Pretty
once.
much do the same way you do it on the iPad. You do the diagonal stroke on the top corner, and the controls come down.
There we go. It's the bottom corner, and I pull it up. Okay, so that should do it. I click here. No, that for some reason this is one it's allowing me to access my my iPad, but not my. Oh, hang on. Maybe this will work. Let's try that. Okay, that's
You got
working.
that. Got it.
That did it. Okay, and go to my camera. Go to old photos. These are what my pins look like. And those will be mounted on those cards that I showed you guys before. This one, the flying saucer, glows in the dark, and that's what it looks like when it glows in the dark. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with how well that came out. And there was this is the last pin I did, which is a Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and that pin's been selling really well. Oh, and this is what my display looked like at the toy show. So there's my banner with the t-shirts. There's my various stickers.
Oh, I don't think I'd seen the Starbucks parody before.
Oh, that's been around for a while. The Starbucks parody, it says "bend the knee" on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got it. Okay, that's cute. And that's what my last hologram sticker looked like. It's basically the same thing. And there's my little sign saying that sticker was sold out. So I'm glad I have that sticker now. And I also ran out of, I'm hoping that they do another circle sticker because I need to get more black cats. And I just have a whole bunch of artwork that I just keep ready for when I do that. And what I really like about this photo is you can see how much weight I've lost. I mean, sure, I still got, the middle-aged pouch, but it's not the paunch that it used to be.
Being in that ordeal myself, I sympathize and rooting for you.
And now the next thing I need to do is both the Reanimator poster and the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I need to order both of those from Ready Comics. But when I went to their website was doing this weird thing. I wasn't able really to talk with to connect or send an email there. So I might have to talk to my local place and have them done locally. I just liked the way they looked when I sent them to this other place because they put this ultraviolet film that really makes the color pop on stuff. And when you have a constant strong black, it doesn't, if you go to a CMYK press rather than a dye sublimation press, you don't get weird streaks looking. You get a beautiful, wonderful, rich black. Oh, and I'm looking at the time. Can you believe it? It is 5:30. Yet another hour gone of epic sketch time, and Roger's completely prepared. Yes, we'll see you next time, Roger. Thank you, Nancy, for showing up, and hopefully Katie will join us next time. And we have some other people scheduled for next week as well that have signed on. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Great. Bye.